Alright, hello everyone. Nice to see a lot of you guys are here already. I'm going to be starting out tonight with the Strev 103 0 here. And I got Airfield. Not the worst map that I could get, but not exactly a very large map. Tonight I'll be platooning, so if anybody does want to join, you know, feel free to send me a message. Helps if you have, you know, a good selection of tanks as far as tiers go, since, you know, it's limited to the same tier now. Yeah. Or else it might be a little difficult to fit you in for more than just, like, say a battle or so. Nice to see Randall, Latchlin, and Kappa. I was gonna say, I had the meal to request it here. Yeah, that's gonna be up next here, which I see that there's some already requests I saw earlier. They're gonna have to wait until, you know, easily. It's easier for me to wait until later on in the stream to play any SPGs just because, you know, platooning. But, you know, if the opportunity does arise, like Graham said, he wouldn't mind popping out. We'll see how it works out. It's just a little hard until the next patch to play an SPG here. Hello, Uber and Casper. Thanks, you like my panda shirt? It's one of my favorites. I don't really have too many spots I can work with. I didn't want to sit further south in those sniping spots here, just because they have a lot of tanks that can actually overmatch my front armor here, so I'm less likely to actually want to push out there. Biggest rank possible, pretty much it is endless, so I keep adding new ones pretty much every stream. I can make it up to like 1,000,000 hours if I wanted to. Or base it off of the amount of biscuits you have as well. Well, yeah, Master of Biscuits basically is the highest one as far as coin totals go. I think like 3 people hit that. This is why really I could go try to reposition south. It's just are a little open up here if they do decide to push, but it's just a hard decision. Do I move south? Do I stay here? Because our south, we already have 2 TDs and one down here that can pretty much tear them apart if they want to. Or at the very least, hopefully he pulls back. I don't know if he might have spotted me, honestly. Go figure, I bounced. I should get one more shot on him. No. There we go. Crap. He is 268 is pushing pretty aggressively there. See if he tries to move back here. Thanks for tipping Levi. I'll have to give him a treat after this. I made an apple pie. Must be a pretty old apple pie. The last one I've made personally, like Ryan's made one recently, way back in culinary school. Thank you for double tipping, it looks like, Levi. Biscuits. He will love the shower of mini biscuits. Definitely spot it here. Lane. Double lane. Come on, guys. Kill the T-30. And I missed him. Now I've got a problem with this guy and Artie, and at least they got the T-30, thank God. It's like he had 1 HP. You guys really just have to... You just chuck a freaking HE shell at his tracks and he's dead. Hello, Bio and David. Hopefully, like, I want to stream a little bit longer than 9 tonight. Usually I'm able to do that Mondays. Hopefully my back lets me, though. My back is still kind of hurting me here. Hopefully with a couple days off coming up here, I'll be a little bit better afterwards. Eventful. Not even gonna bother shooting unless I'm in siege mode. I know I can get 2 shots on him. I really don't care if he kills me, as long as I get a little bit more damage. Don't know why he's gonna get shot me. He was loaded there at the end. Hello, Dingo. Nice to see you. Said the stream timer isn't showing up very well. That's just because there we go. I don't care about the rank battles. Pretty good amount of damage from both of us, though, considering it wasn't exactly the best map for either of us, but it worked out. Hello, Joel. I'll try to take a look at that later. There. So we have a meal 2. I can't exactly pull it up right now. Meal 2's the next one up here. Oh, nice, you got your new PC. Hello, Enzo. I just hurt my back at work. It's not surprising, the amount of stuff I lift, twist, move, whatnot at work. Yeah. I just pulled something basically on my spine or something in between my shoulder blades. Doesn't feel very well, but it's getting a little bit better. I've answered that question a ton of times. I don't like War Thunder. I'll just leave it at that instead of explaining it in depth. Yeah, I can get to those requests there. That sounds potentially dangerous. I forgot to tip Levi, sorry. I'll get it after this battle for Uber's double tip. Kind of forgot, mainly because he'll wake up and he'll be happy. You can probably hear him snoring. He's snoring underneath the microphone. But yeah, like I've just been taking Tylenol. That's a lot for me. I usually don't really take anything unless I'm like, say, dying from sickness or, you know, being hurt. That's been enough for me for now. I can still feel it when I move weird, but it's not like a shooting pain if I take a little bit of Tylenol. Yes, I have the Kronwagen. That's your opinion, Bio. That is not my opinion. People like different games for different reasons, and yep, I'll leave it at that. I don't feel like going into another whole thing about it, so. That's good. He's snoring, but yeah, he just moved. He's not actually sleeping. I can guarantee you that. He stands in the doorway before I come every single stream, like if he's actually like you know, if he's actually like not doing anything and home, or Ryan's not home. But more or less, he stands in the doorway because he knows stream time means that he can potentially get treats out of it. So, yeah, he does not mind getting a little tap, and he perks right up. Let's say our team is not doing anything. Like, I don't know why they're not pushing anywhere. Like, our other side's doing all right, but our base should be able to push on that one line very well. But I'm sitting there. You have to actually be facing me. I was hoping to sneak a couple shots behind him. Yeah, that's a really bad choice I just made there, especially because both arties are sitting right there. Yeah, and I just stopped, which is very bad. At least I got in there, though. It's just, why is my team, like... Well, I would Uber, but, you know, at the same time, like, I've tried it. Honestly, like, say if I didn't stream, didn't do any, guides or anything, I'd have more time to where, you know, I might pop in to say Armored Warfare, War Thunder, World of Warships more, and play a lot of different games, but, you know, if I have to pick a tank game, World of Tanks, honestly, is my #1 choice. It's the first one I played, plus I have the most fun in it. But, you know, there's a ton of games out there for a bunch of different reasons, and everyone has their own preferences, and there's nothing wrong with picking one over the other. There is something wrong with, you know, trying to argue with people about it, to where you're never gonna, you know, forcibly convince someone otherwise. If they like something, they like something. I deal with it every day, you know, cooking for people. I have stuff on my menu, and I personally, you know, think it's, you know, the best way to cook something, but someone might want to take some ingredients out of it. Is it, you know, when I say it, I'm like, huh, that's a little odd, but that's what people want. So, anyway, moving along here. Unfortunately, I started getting impatient there, because we had people literally sitting there for the whole frickin' match, and yeah. I just don't get how people sit in a line, and you see that there's, what was it? It was like a T-62A or a 140 and a light tank in front of you, and we had like 4 or 5 tanks. It, you know, it's not that hard of a decision. Yes, do have room. Down here. I know, the arty magnet. Thank you very much, John, for the subscription. Usually, you know, up to 2 usually works best, and just because, you know, a lot of people do requests. Any more than that, and you know, it tends to clog things up in a way. Yeah, typically I prefer people not requesting over 2. Yeah, honestly though, if I had more space on my gaming SSD, because there is something in the chatbot website that where you guys could spend Levi biscuits, and I would, you know, I can end a stream in World of Warships, World of Warplanes, or even Dreadnought. They're currently the only 3 games I have updated that are like PvP. You know, I wouldn't have space to add any more right now, unless I put them like on my, you know, like storage drive, something. They'd still play, they just, you know, be a little slower. Yeah, I have other games like The Witcher and Civilization and stuff that take up the rest of my gaming drive, but nobody really wants to see them streamed. Hello, Juan. That was a bad shot. Yeah, you don't see that there's 2 of us, do you? Just gonna preemptively turn back here, just in case we had a grilly, yep, sighting. Now he didn't just get shot there. Uh-oh. Yes. Fire. I'm gonna move away. Run, Graham! Thank you very much, Rick, for the tip. As I say, we are getting no support here from our team. Like, outside of Artie shooting that shot, I have not really seen them shoot at all. We're getting, there we go. Nicely done. There's a bulldog. Sorry, John. I tried to get him. It'd be nice though if, you know, people would start shooting their unarmored TDs over here. I think I said thanks, Rick. Sorry if I said the wrong name or forgot to. A little hard when I'm playing a light sometimes to glance over. Yeah. I can't, honestly, if I play like a Civilization match, it takes me like a month to complete it, if not even longer. Come on, we should be tearing these guys up. Luckily I keep seeing that guy is like turning his turret a bit, so I have little windows to sneak in and out. Comes, he's gonna take a pretty big chunk off, but he died. Are we gonna push up here? which the dog will be tipped. I gotta keep that in my head. Thank you very much, Lobobo, for the tip. Yeah, I don't know why the 5100 is kind of sitting there. It's perplexing. Hence why I'm gonna go over to this side where the people are actually moving up. I'm still probably gonna die. I only have 73 HP. But, you know, why don't I just go for the M103? The hell with it. Kill steal. Hello Darko, nice to see you. Of course the object 261 ran to that stupid little spot down there. Honestly, I usually just let people sit there because I'd rather just cap out. You know, it's not even worth trying to fish them out. I would say the 5100, he's pretty campy there. Wonder if the T49 is also down there. He's not. Nah, it's not even worth me trying to shoot. Let me update tip total here. Streamlabs, why don't you add super chats to this yet? They've been working on it for a while. Alright, so I gotta tip the dog here. Hello, bud. He's like, treat time? I know. You got two tips. Yeah, he perked right up. He was not actually sleeping. Pretty decent match though. Top experience. The three of us, if we didn't push that side, we'd probably still be sitting there, to be honest. So next up here I have the Fury. The Fury for a tank request. Too many tanks. Thanks. I forgot, let's see. I have so many different layers in OBS that, it was just I had my solo and platooning one on over top of one another. As far as that text that was messed up in the top right. Not that people who, you know, get a lot of questions when, what am I, like, soloing or platooning? It's always up there. It is, you know, it's kind of tucked away. You know, I don't want to, like, I see some people that stream, like I do have, you know, and most people don't even have an overlay like I made here. I don't want it to be too cluttered, but some people like plaster and gigantic stuff all over the place and it makes no sense. Like, it's not entirely easy to make something like this, but then again, if you play the same game streaming a lot, it's not too hard to make an overlay to fit in between the user interface in the game. Yeah. Luckily, yeah. I remember the early stages of World of Tanks. Like, you still get some people that complain about kill stealing, but I remember the early days where people, like, it was a lot of matches. They were legitimately pissed when you stole their kill. It was hard to, you know, explain to them that it does not matter. Like, it actually helps your team. Like, you want to kill someone as fast as possible. Did I say Fury? I know it's the... it's just how I say Fury, you know? I know how it's pronounced. Just an accent. Honestly, I didn't even realize that I pronounce Fury like that, typically. It's like, I don't say water, it's water to me. I'm near, you know, I'm from or not from Philadelphia, but I'm from the area to where that's the accent around here. Go figure, I'm in this tank and I'm shooting at a tiger tank. Oh god. T-28 was not in the movie. That's not fair. Cheating. No T-28 HTCs allowed. That thing is gonna tear us to shreds. We flank it, and somehow, fortunately, maybe this Cromwell's gonna. Nah, this T-28's gonna push up. Let's say maybe we could get a little bit of help, but they be getting flanked. Don't know how we got enveloped like this, but then again, we do have a whole lot of tanks. Not gonna end well for me. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get around him. Nope, he can just pretty much one-shot me. But that's why you don't send your top tier heavy tank, the Oni, straight down the center where nobody goes. Still might win because they have some low HP tanks, but I don't know why our Oni did that. Hello Supercat and JM and Mind Pro, nice to see you guys. But unfortunately, some people, you know, if they don't realize that they're one of the only tanks that can block damage on your team, kind of have to go where you're actually going to help your team out. So I kind of like, you know, I say things a couple, you know, words differently, especially like the water thing. Whenever we go like traveling, people always kind of know where I'm from, just because of that. Strange though, whenever we go somewhere, there's always someone from frickin' Cape May, and not many people live here. I never get it. Well, at least you can watch, John O'Connor. As I say, you know, I watch occasionally some World of Tanks streams, but I find myself a lot of times watching streams of other games that I don't really play too much, like Overwatch and stuff right now. Which, thank you very much, Patrick and Bidzina, for the subscription. Say, actually, it's getting hard. Streamlabs isn't doing the best with. They're having issues connecting to YouTube, so it doesn't always pop up on my screen here and alert me. The Achilles is a good tank, yes. It's not the easiest, honestly, right now. As far as balancing goes, mid-tier matches to me are pretty annoying to play with, or play in. It's just, you're screwed if you play a tank with armor, because people throw premium a lot, and tanks with, you know, not a lot of armor, lights and mediums, around like tier 5, tier 6, don't have a ton of HP, and they don't get too much in return for that. TDs like the Achilles, you know, they can be very good, but they are reliant on your team, which can be a problem at mid tiers. But hello Greenleaf and Band Fam. But the Achilles, you know, has a good gun, and yeah, I like it. relying on my size here. Oh, Mr. Easy 8. Whoops. Got myself a little bit ahead of myself here, honestly. I thought there was another guy behind me for some reason, and no, there's nothing. There's a Cromwell here now, but I thought there was someone else there to push with me in case I missed a shot, and no, there's nobody there. Now let's see. It is a little close for me to do something reckless, like dive bomb off the cliff at the leopard, but I just don't want to engage him if I don't have to, because I'm fairly sure he has the autoloader, and with that he can end me pretty quickly. There we go. I have no idea what that is, Greenleaf. Well, really, you know, if you're talking about the NA server, since the population is low, it just depends on, you know, what's kind of the tier of the day in a way. You'll see some days, you know, you get a ton of like tier 10 only matches. Other days you get, you know, it changes a lot. Easy. Beat him before. That guy's got like, what, a 3-second reload or something. Really want to press my luck too much, which don't know why this Cromwell just decided to get off. I guess that's why. Let's say get off with the cap, so. I put myself in this spot though, because for them to get to me, they'll kill the arty first. So I will get fair warning. I missed. Yeah, very nice. I'll just stay on here. You type exclamation point request and then put like a tank after it. That's how you request a tank. My opinion of the Swedish TDs, you know, I am grinding and trying to get to the Strev 103B. I like them. You know, the mid-tier ones are just kind of like, you know, your typical no armor, good gun, pretty much nothing else. There's nothing wrong with them, but they're not like, you know, there's nothing different about them. Mainly concerning the tier 8 to 10 is what most people are going to be going for those lines. They're definitely not the easiest tanks to play in the least bit, and they're extremely map dependent. However, to me, like, you know, if you get a crappy map in them, they can be miserable to play. Not to sugarcoat anything. However, you know, they do have pretty much RNG less. You know, RNG is not going to screw you over, more or less, unless you're shooting at basically max distance. Their guns are not affected by RNG. They have a ton of penetration, good shell velocity, good DPM. You know, you can't complain about their guns. So that's the main plus to them. Once you get the tier 8 has absolutely no armor. Everything overmatches you, which can be hard to play, but more or less they are like the, you know, definite long range support, especially on hills, because you can hide behind them. The tier 9 and then the tier 10 specifically can actually bounce shots frontally, unless it's a high caliber gun, 150 millimeters or up. But to me, I like them, but they're not something you want to get, you know, if it's one of your first tier 10s going up that line, or something that you're going to play all the time. It's just something that's different, and, you know, it's fun to play in short little bursts, but, you know, I do not have a KV4, no. Oh, yeah, I can put the E100 on, which already I'm going to be doing a little bit later. Yeah, E100, WZ111, 14, WZ120. Yeah. The Jumbo, it used to be one of my, you know, favorite mid-tier tanks, but currently I can't recommend it because you literally get torn to shreds with all the newer tanks. You know, they have higher pen, even for their, hey, Michael Bay Explosion is on the other team. You know, its armor's been basically negated just from new tanks, and also gold rounds, and it's just, it's still fun to play at times, but it's definitely, when it first came out, it was really good because most things couldn't pen you frontally at your tier. Now, you know, most things just bounce right or go right through you. So, not necessarily bad, it's just you're essentially playing a tank that is slightly balanced around having armor tacked onto it as a medium, so you don't really get too much out of that armor as you used to. That's why, you know, I used to honestly play it a lot more than I probably should have. God, that's an Emil too. Why am I pushing on him? Does not make sense for me. M103 just doesn't, you know, it has decent gun depression, but nothing stellar. Be nice though if we got a couple other of our tanks up here. That would be very nice. Ah, you sneaky bastard. Hey, now they're moving up. Yay. Right. Gonna have to do this. I'm over angling a bit just because it will help me a little bit. I guess, you know, I didn't take damage from those two shots. Just hoping that he doesn't hit my side, and, you know, it definitely helped me out a bit. However, getting ammo racked and also killing my loader is not exactly what I wanted to get from being shot by Artie. Well, at least he didn't splash multiple allies over there, because they're grouped up. Yeah, I used to make a ton of Jumbo videos, honestly. I went through like a phase where that was like my go-to tank for at least like a month or so, where it was just a blast to play. Nice. That's a pretty good PC, O'Connor. I guess I can fix my ammo rack now, not that it's probably gonna matter. Yep, there's a 416 back there. Need some help. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh well. Moving along here. That's not too bad. I'm guessing you want to Uber just purchased Michael Bay plays tanks. So with that, I'm assuming he wants me to play the E100 with HE only. So here we go. So this is going to be an HE only E100 request here. Yes, Rick. Like, they're buried somewhere in my videos, but you can search through, you know, any of the videos, specifically, you know, my videos, and there'll be plenty of them. There'll be a playlist as well with just pretty much every playlist. I have them for every specific tank. So if you're looking for a tank and you want to see me play it, click on a playlist. If it's not in a live stream, I do it for them. Because if I did it for a live stream, every single, you know, it'd be hard to find it. But yeah, I've like hundreds of playlists with just like, you know, a few matches of each tank in it. All right, so I will say, you know, at some point here, I am gonna start throwing in grinds as well, just because, you know, I do need to keep up with grinding tanks. I'll start mixing it in like every, you know, maybe 3 matches or so. Which, thanks Daniel for tipping Levi. I will tip him after this battle here. He's pretending to sleep over there again. So this is going to be HE only in the E100, courtesy of Uber. Yes, I do have a tortoise. I do have a tank request list. It's in the video description below. There's a URL you can click over to wotguru.com. It has every tank I can play on it. I think he heard him. He heard the tip. He just got up to move over to his bed over here. Let's say, I am excited that I do not have to get up for work tomorrow. Especially with my back. Kind of annoying because a few of the people at work, like, I was saying I hurt my back, like, bad. They're like, oh, you're fine. I'm like, I rarely complain about anything. Like, when I actually say something like, yeah. We've worked the past 2 days, honestly, so, oof, that hurt. I don't know why I'm gonna back up into this again, but I am. Oh lord, I'm not angled correctly. What was I gonna say? So, commercial toasters for like toast in the morning. Ours broke. Like the heating elements exploded on it. So we're using a toaster that is probably older than I am. Like, we keep the backup ones. Someone unfortunately threw out 2 of the previous ones that are a little bit newer, but yeah, we're using a toaster that I would say it's got at least like a decade on me. It goes so slow. It's like it would be slower to toast frickin' bread from rubbing it in between your hands. That was my morning this morning, dealing with that. And also yesterday. Alright, didn't want to shoot. But E100, I got penned so many freaking times. It doesn't even look on my turret through the side armor. I was just over angled a little bit. At least there's no arty, so as long as I don't screw up too badly here, should just be able to keep chucking HE rounds. E57, no, I'm honestly, he's probably gonna die. I'm just gonna cut and run. Reposition from this corner. Ooh! Oh, 943 damage. Damn. Like, he got the JPZ, but like... Yeah. Nicely done, Graham. Hello, Silver. Nice to see you. Best tier 6 TD? I do not know off the top of my head. I'd probably go, I think, to Jackson's tier 6. Waiting for, yep. Bat. Oh, I knew my bat chat. I thought he was going to spot something over here. I just killed someone with the username unlikable. Hello, Andrew. Nice to see you. I'd say for mid-tiers, TDs you want to go for have good gun depression, decent mobility, and somewhat accurate guns, just because you don't really want a TD with armor in mid-tiers because balance is god-awful at times. You're best just to kind of roam around the map, support your team, and hope for the best. I don't think I said it, but hello, Victor. I saw you earlier in the stream now. Could be wrong now. I am a little delirious today. We had a... Which, basically the notion of don't come into a restaurant 5 minutes before they close for a service is true. I had a pretty long day today, and honestly, we're open till 3 for lunch. But we had a 7-top come in at 2:58. They sat down. And unfortunately, the dinner guys had a lot of prep to do, so they couldn't. They usually get slot right in and take over because I have everything set up for them. But usually at like 2 p.m. You know, we typically get done at 3. I get done a little bit later because I always have to do inventory, orders, stuff like that before I leave. Usually at like 2 o'clock, I'm just like dead. Like, you know, Cody's laying over in the pantry. He's still alive. But we're so busy today at the end of lunch. Just because we did 2 lunch menus today. Because they cleaned our kitchen hoods. So we had to do a first half 1 menu, second half full menu. It was interesting. I'm on your blacklist? You can leave me on there. Honestly, I've seen quite a few people have me on their blacklist. Probably because I don't play up to their standards. A few of the people I've seen, you know, I'll see people chatting with someone on our team and no one talking back, and then I look at their name and it's probably it more or less it's someone that cares about win rate 8, and they probably see me do something really freaking stupid and not care. So I think it was the night I was grinding. I noticed at least 2 people with that. Anyway, thanks for the fight though, Uber. That was actually a pretty decent match for only having HE there. I'm just gonna remember to switch it back here before I forget. Not that the E100, it's not a bad tank to have HE only. Yeah, fun day. Honestly though, my blacklist has what? Like, some people might be on it by mistake, but 686 people. That's from all the way back in 2011, so it's large, but over the years, you know, it's gonna get big unless you take people off of it. Which was interesting because, you know, it's 2-3 plus years ago. It used to be capped between, your friends list and blacklist combined, I think, at 200 people. So I had to selectively go through and decide whether to take like a friend off or someone on the blacklist off when someone really deserved to be on there. So, but anyway, up after this is the KV220. I'm probably gonna do a tank grind after that. I'd like to, my current goal is to try to get the Strev 103B here up next, because I have that 30% discount for it. And nice green leaf. Let's say, seems pretty late for college getting out. I know all the colleges around here have been out for quite some time. So already I'm gonna try to cheat up here because they don't have a spotter anymore. See if I can get a shot, and nah. I was a little late there. I should have just went forward in the beginning. Yeah, I screwed that up. Whoopsie daisy. Hello Rich, nice to see you. Hope you're having a good one. Nobody shot. Coming right back up. Don't know if I hit him, but you're the forgiving type. So am I, but I don't see the blacklist. Honestly, sometimes I put people on for like spamming the map. You know, if someone like that ever like say, hey, like why am I on there, say if they watch the stream, I just take them off because I don't really see it as a bad thing. It's just for me to get them out of annoying me at that moment. Like some people really deserve to be on there, that like team kill and stuff, but the majority of people just are annoying, like pinging the map or spamming or something like that. Hello Dave, nice to see you. And Lachlan. I've done that a few times, Arkham, yes. Honestly, ever since I started streaming, no. I have not really taken a break, no. It hasn't gotten stale. And granted, with streaming, you know, I have my stream schedule. I play a little bit less than I would if I didn't stream at all, to be honest. So that's probably helped out. Granted, you know, I have a lot on my plate than I did just say like a year and a half ago. Like I used to be able to do like 4 or 5 hours a day between my websites, the game, stuff like that. Nowadays it's more like 1 at most if I'm not streaming. But any game, you know, it's healthy to take a break from. Crap. We're starting to lose tanks here, and unfortunately I probably should have stayed at the base. I didn't think we'd actually make it across there. I think he's like, there's a 183. I'm gonna back up now. Oh no. I was gonna say, I didn't even know where you went, to be honest, John. I was too busy. Rambling on. Bleh. Honestly, my back's starting to twitch a little bit. The worst is when I get up in the morning. Oh, Lord. Especially the other night. The first night, oh, Lord. That hurt. That's what I get for... I should have just stuck along the edge like you're supposed to. I tried to cheat over a little bit. Turret side was up. Dead. Honestly, though, like the 183 can be fun, but I've grown... Ever since they rebalanced 2 times. They basically made it more frustrating to play. More RNG dependent. And... it's kind of killed it for me, to be honest. Like, I like to play it every now and then, but I find over time I'm shying more away from tanks that are, you know, just one-trick ponies. Alright, but now to tip the dog, because I forgot about it for a couple matches. Levi. Oh, he's already up. I thought he was kind of napping. No, he's over there like, where's my biscuits? Where'd they go? Can you give me your paw? Hey. Thank you. Says thank you very much, Daniel, I believe. Yes. Thanks for tipping Levi. Oh, I didn't even have to touch him. He was just sitting there like, I heard the bag. I haven't gone to a doctor yet, just because it is, like, it felt better today. Like, it's only hurting now because, you know, I worked all day, but honestly it feels the same, just a little bit higher up in my back, as the last time I went to, you know, like an urgent care just to have someone look at it. They just gave me like anti-inflammatory stuff and pain pills essentially, because more or less with working in the kitchen, like, you know, I'm not out of shape, but the lifting stuff is, you know, pretty, you know, you lift a lot of stuff in the kitchen. Everything, like, say a box of french fries or bag of potatoes and stuff, weighs like 50, 60, you know, sometimes even more pounds. Never over like 70. There is a max for kitchen stuff, but that stuff I'm usually fine with. Honestly, it's what always gets my back is because lines, you have where you put the food up and where you cook the food. It's all the twisting that usually kills me once we start getting busy. So if it's like last time here, my back hurts for, you know, like a week and then it just goes away. But honestly, I don't feel like shelling out the money to go to a doctor again unless I need to. Although I technically could get, you know, go under workman's comp, since it's not like if I'm like, hey, I need to go there, I hurt myself, because it's a family business, they're not gonna be like, no. But it's more or less just, since it's summer here, you know, shore towns in South New Jersey, our population's really small. Once beginning of June hits, the population, like, really freaking, I'll chance it here. This is preferential, but hopefully I don't see a tier 7. It explodes. To get into a doctor, unless you go to the hospital or like even just like a home, or not home, like your, you know, family doctor, it's like a currently it's like a 3-week wait to get an appointment, unless you like go to the ER. So popping into urgent care, it takes an entire day. Like, there's lines out the door. It's kind of crazy. It's not a bad idea as long as you don't get flanked, Myrtle, and you want to stay far enough away to where people don't push on you during your long reload. Yeah, trust me, I do appreciate the advice, since I know you know what you're talking about. But yeah, I'm not ignoring it. Like, I'm not running around the kitchen like a crazy person ever since I did it. I'm actually like moving slow and not lifting things crazy. But if it doesn't feel better, honestly, by say Wednesday night, when, you know, I have to go back to work the next day, I'm gonna go to the doctor's Thursday after work and have them look at it. But it mainly feels like I strained a muscle, like right, right back there. Hopefully it's not like a disc or something, but We'll see. Hello, oh my god. I think that's how you would pronounce that. I was gonna say, if I had a real tank in my backyard, not that my yard's small, but it would take up a little bit too much of it. And I have way too many gardens and plants and stuff. That happened again, Craze Missile? I think it was you that it happened to the last stream or the stream before. I think part of the problem was the night I hurt, or the day I hurt my back, Levi was feeling extra needy and jumped up in our bed to sleep. I just could not sleep right that night. He like was pushing me off the bed, so I woke up the next morning like not being able to sleep say like straight, laying on my back. I think that didn't help out either. I'm kind of in the same boat, Victor. Like, I don't personally have a family physician right now because ours basically did the same thing. It was 2 years ago at this point. The guy retired, and I've just been going to the local urgent cares because honestly, Ryan and I tried to make a appointment for who my parents use now for a family physician, and they're like, we're not taking any new patients. And they're really, you get like, there's like 2 or 3 different choices down here for doctors, and yeah. It's a little crazy, but you know, I don't feel like talking about healthcare because that can be a little controversial at times. But luckily with the insurance I have, going to like an urgent care costs exactly the same as like a family doctor. Hey, he doesn't have a fire extinguisher. Ooh, it went out with 7 HP. I don't think so, Arkham. I will say I don't have the best posture while sitting, you know, playing tanks here. I'm kind of hunched over, but yeah. If only you could see how much stuff I move in a day in a kitchen. But it, like I was saying earlier, it's mainly down from hey, he's throwing APCR, I might as well throw APCR too. But there's so much twisting going on when you're cooking, especially if you're a short order cook. It's like you're constantly, I don't even know, playing hot potato or something. I don't know why that came to mind, but yeah. It's all good though. It's nowhere near. I was, the first year I started cooking, because I wasn't like accustomed to it, I tweaked my back then, and that was like a disc back then in my lower back. I couldn't like turn my head at all, and like it took the wind out of me. That was bad. I couldn't work for about 3 or 4 days, but that was because I was stupid and twisted and trying to pick something up that was heavy. Headed to the water to put the fire out. That would be a good feature if they actually put something like that in. Yeah. Yeah, fortunately, you know, having healthcare that covers stuff like that is definitely nice. Ryan, she was lucky enough to get something that is similar to my plan as well. Alright, so next up I was going to do a grind here. Pretty decent match though. 1,000 damage. Our team did a pretty good job at spreading the damage out too. See, I need to do a grind. What's the quick or the tank closest? I think it is a leopard prototype here. It is that. But after this, I'm going to play a Team 123, WZ-111, 14, WZ-120, T-62A, Object 140. A little bit later on the stream, because I'm not going to end at 9, like what the schedule says. I'll do some SPGs, or I'll try to mix them in sooner if, you know, some of you guys that requested them need to leave. It's just towards the end, I'm probably going to solo a bit and mix in some more tanks I'm grinding. But I'll also, you know, feel free to keep requesting tanks as well, because I can also take more requests. It's crossed our minds, Tug, don't worry. That is, not to spill the beans or anything. She's not gonna watch this. That is coming up sooner than some might think. Not the getting married thing, but the part before that. I hit up the 25-cent ring pop machine the other day. Honestly, she, you know, hopefully she can get a job this fall. There's only one opening still as far as schools around us, but yeah, that's something where there's, you know, there's a good amount of schools for high schools and middle schools around here. She mainly wants to be a high school math teacher. You know, why else would she spend that much time going to get the extra mile to get qualified for it? But it's just one of those things where the population around here is actually somewhat declining as far as kids go. It's rising in general, but for kids in school, it's actually declining to where there's not a, you know, it's not like schools are expanding here. So it's just making it a little bit difficult. Luckily though, the people that are moving here are not exactly teachers though. We have a, well, not to talk, you know, too much about my area, but we have a slight problem to where it is a little bit political, but Cape May County, specifically the two townships, the one I live in and the one above me, are getting a lot of people relocated just out of prison and jail. It's kind of like a state program they're starting, but they're moving them to, you know, different areas, and we just happen to be on the list, which honestly I'm fine with it in a way, but you know, they're putting people somewhere to where there's not that many jobs down here year round, so they're not setting them up, you know, for the long term. So it's leading to some problems already. But you'd think that people would think that through as far as you know, the state of New Jersey. $113 has me worried. Hello, Robert. Nice to see you. Yeah, I'm getting to it, Chuck. Yes, the M53. I wouldn't exactly say I am the best SPG player, but I will do my best in it for you. Might be able to hit me before I can fire. Yep. But I sat there and took it. I knew I could kill him. About mines in the game, World of Tanks, no. World of Warships, I could see that working, but not World of Tanks. Oh. For a second there, John, I thought I just destroyed that guy, but then I read it again. Oops, I peeked out a little bit too far and I don't have my repair kit. This is might be the end of me here. Yeah. So I'd say the 121's still out there somewhere. But almost 2,000 damage, but not... I played aggressive, but I took about 2 shots I shouldn't have there. Yeah, that's kind of true here too, Victor. Like, honestly, Brian and I, we weren't even planning to have a dog. Like, Levi just kind of pitied his way into our lives, which I don't mean that in a bad way, but, you know, we had to take him. But we wouldn't otherwise have a pet right now if we didn't essentially rescue Levi from a very bad situation. While Ryan and I would consider good pet owners. It's more or less down to the time thing, to where, you know, we'd rather spend a little bit more time on, say, travel and stuff rather than pets and kids right now. But luckily Levi, we can do a lot of stuff with him since he's not like a rambunctious puppy. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Thank you very much, Chuck, for the subscription. Alright, so after this battle was the T110E3. Oh, I didn't even look at the game chat. I saw one message right around when I died, and after that, I didn't take a peek at it after that. It's kind of funny. Whenever I stream more than 2 hours, I have 4 different drinks lined up here. Or else I'm weird. I pretty much eat anything. Ryan's kind of the opposite, but I need something to like keep my taste buds occupied. I just surprised myself. I didn't know what the hell I was drinking there. Usually when there's angry people in your team, you end up losing, so yeah. That is unfortunately true, Victor. Granted, I was raised, like my dad, people pretty much say he can go up to like any pet or animal and it loves them, which is, it's fairly true. And his name's Duck, for a good reason. But, you know, I was pretty much raised in a house where, you know, we would like nurse baby ducks and geese and random birds, rabbits, what have you, like back to health that were injured. We always had like 2, 3, 4 pets. We'd have like iguanas and a giant python at one point that probably could kill me if it wanted to. My brother renovated, or there's like maybe a 20-foot long like a dormer closet, and they built the whole thing with plexiglass and made that whole thing like a thing for 2 snakes that got along together. So yeah, I was raised basically in a house that, you know, pets were basically part of the family. JM, I don't think I have the 1375. I have the tier 8 bat chat. I have the 1357, and I have the tier 9 and 10 bat chat, but I don't have the 75. Yeah, I'm definitely not, I'm not pushing out there. I know you would like to do that, but this is not the tank to do that in. Hey, I'm already spotted. This is... Honestly, I don't know how somebody spotted me, because I have Sixth Sense. I am honestly perplexed here because I do have Sixth Sense on this tank, and somehow I don't think, even if say this person's watching my stream, I don't think that they can get that lucky of a shot on me. They're at the base though. I'm gonna hope that people head back there because I'm just gonna the hell with it. Honestly, I hate the American theme maps, and they're just very poorly balanced. Two flanks does not work. Get myself in a little bit of trouble pushing out as far as I am, but luckily I'm in the E3 to where I can wiggle myself around a little bit better than people might expect here. He's reloading, so I guess ignore him. Yeah, it was just two shots where that was a little bit more coincidence than I'd like to give someone credit for. Crap, I just shot his frickin' mantlet at the last second there. That's not good. And T95 got me from behind. Oh well. Well, if you'd like any one of those tanks, JM, I can do it. I just don't have the 1375. What's the base doing over here? It looks like it's just the T95 down this way. What do I think about girl players in World of Tanks? They're playing a game. Girls, guys, anyone can play a video game. Fools that leave their kids in the car? Yes. Hello, Warrior. Nice to see you. Honestly, I feel bad leaving Levi in the car. I don't do it when it's hot, but like we'll leave him in there for a few minutes, like when it's say like 50 something degrees out, 60, or if it's not really sunny like that. But yeah, we never leave him in for just a few minutes. This time of year though, never. So my favorite war fought in history, I would say none of them. Wars are not good. Honestly, I'm not exactly the biggest history buff either. Let's see, next up is the WZ-111-14. Oh, bud. No, you're not getting a treat. I just want to pet you. Is that allowed? Fine. I'll give you one. What do I think about Cheetos? I like Cheetos. I don't really eat them much anymore though. Like I'll have a snack every now and then, but usually all that we really have at our house is drinks, whatever I bring home from the restaurant, and like some frozen stuff. Like I'll pull out, like since I'm off for the next couple days, I'll pull out like a chicken or something and cook that. And then we have like cereal, dried fruit, like mangoes. That's really what I snack on now. Unless you're meaning, yeah, now he's gonna whine because he thinks he's gonna get more. Unless you mean Cheetos for a different reason. Well, you know, I want to stream right now. This is my one night to where I can kind of play late. But my back's, you know, it hurts every now and then, but honestly, it's nowhere near 2 days ago. It's really just like an ache, not a pain. So well, if I said I don't like Cheetos, you're gonna nuke my house. Honestly though, after the stream now, I'm probably gonna go lay in my living room on the floor for about an hour until Ryan gets home. Oh, not the tank I wanted to come across, but you're gonna get, at least he had HE, you're gonna get heat thrown at you. I've just been throwing premium rounds at these things out of spite, because of that. And yeah, I'm gonna get myself into some trouble. I think I can repair. He had HE for his first shot. Almost every Chrysler driver I've come across switches over to APCR immediately, unless they're like shooting a light tank or a lower tier tank. So I've just automatically swapped over to premium rounds against them. I was about to say I'll catch you on video surveillance. Can't even say it tonight. I don't know what it is, but at nights I guess bleh, babble my words together. Oh crap, they got both of them. Hey, our Type 5's finally up in the fight though. .47 win rate, I guess. Or no, win rate? I thought you meant win rate 8. I'm like, I think it is, but win percentage, it all depends on the amount of battles you have, but honestly, I think the average for the server is like 49.5 or something, but like honestly, if you look at some of my tanks that even I have a fair bit of battles in, they're at like 30-40%. Sometimes it just comes down to luck. Other times, you know, you need to find certain tanks that work for your playstyle. Type 5, save me. You forget about me, A50? North Korea jokes. Honestly, there's this one bellhop that works for us that looks like a miniature Kim Jong-il or Kim Jong-un, whatever one's the dictator over there now. He got so angry the first day. I brought I printed a picture out at home and I brought it in and I showed it to him like, hey, is this like your cousin or something? I meant it like as a joke. He got so offended he didn't talk to me for like a week. It was kind of funny though. We're friends now though. He's been working probably for like 20 years at the hotel. Back to bite me. I do have the M4 Rev, yes. Well, yeah, really, I would say until you get over like 10K matches, it is heavily skewed to where your first, however many matches are just not exactly telling because you have bad crews, you don't have elite tanks, and you don't know what the hell you're doing. So double tap. Might as well go this way. But like, when people ask like how long until I took World of Tanks seriously, honestly, I probably from my first like 4,000 or 5,000 matches, I just kind of derped around, like literally in the M4 Sherman, but I just played whatever the hell I thought was fun and rushed out and, shot people, mainly with HE. I played a lot of howitzer guns, but like, that's what I thought was fun until I wanted to take it a little bit more seriously, plan stuff and whatnot. Awesome. I didn't even see he shot me at the first heat shell, or else I might have tried to back up, but 4,400 damage, not too bad, and we should get a win unless they somehow screw it up. I'll be able to get to the M4 Rev. Alright, so next up was the WZ-120 here. These tanks are going to be much more comfortable to play coming next patch. A lot of gun depression buffs for the Chinese tanks that really need it. He's like staring at the door waiting for Ryan. Still about 4 hours till she's done work. Yeah, decent match though, and glad we got a victory there. I was about to say, as far as elite tanks, oh, I kind of have OCD to where I don't really like playing stock tanks anymore. After I ground like my first, say, 4 or 5 tank lines without any free experience, I got kind of, over it. The IS-4 is not bad, it's just to me it's, say, average. But I think tier 10 as far as balance goes, there's no bad tank except for the Object 268 right now. I'm gonna pretend like I'm a heavy tank. We're not gonna have enough people going south that warrant going that way. Nice. I was about to say, even though I complain about the Tiger 2, and a lot of people do sometimes, I kept it for a reason. It was one of the first tanks I start to keep and buy back when I start repurchasing tanks. It's not always the best, not always the worst, but it's a fun tank to play. I was about to say, literally knew that we weren't going to have enough people down there, nor have enough people behind me to, get assist damage with. I didn't even bother to go out there like I usually do. Ouch. Fortunately now, though, we do not have a spotter over here. That's gonna be a little tricky. I always like, though, when, like, I don't care that the team pushed in the, northeast corner there, but if you're sending that many people, just frickin' push it. Like, there's no point to, kind of take it slow and lollygag. Like, just frickin' push it hard. You have so many tanks up there that it doesn't make sense for you to not push it as hard as you can. So why take the long road, go up the mountains when you can just drive straight around and kill them? A little bit faster, but I don't want to be the pinata here, but I'm fairly confident I can... Yeah, they start throwing heat at me, so I'm going to run away now. But I was mainly trying to stay there to keep them preoccupied, more or less, if that makes sense. Because they have a lot of tanks down in that corner. Now with me not being there, they're probably going to dive in and start getting, you know, damage directly on us. Not me, because I ran away. Sorry, guys. Yay! But I could be chucking heat out here, but nah, I didn't even angle right there. That's what I get. Chinese tanks typically have the worst gun depression, and they're a little bit inaccurate. He's ammo racked right now. But, you know, at least we have that. I'm just surprised there's still people here. If, like, say if I was in one of these TDs, I'd be down this way or, you know, on their base, but oh well. Alright, sorry that that was a crappy battle, but he can't always get a good one. So we have a T-62A coming up next here. Then an Object 140, T-3485M. The Tortoise, it's a good TD. It's got a crap ton of firepower. Armor's alright, but it only works at long range against tier 9s or lower that aren't throwing premium at you. So it's a fun TD. So someone requested it. Hey, just chill. There's no treats. Don't give me those. He has like his eyes wide open like. Hello Abdul, nice to see you. I can add 113 on, yes. It's all good. Completely different time zone, so it's alright. But I probably will throw a tank grind in here, and then I'm going to be playing SPGs soon when I go solo, since you can't platoon with them. That'll be around like 9-ish, most likely. Come on, matchmaking. I'd say tier 10s right now might be a little sparse because everyone's probably hopped into ranked battles right now. Levi he's too much now that he knows he can get treats out of me talking to the flashy screen. That's the internet for you, Greenleaf. Yes. It's annoying, but it happens. Honestly though, nowadays, like, as far as like in my conversations with people on a day-to-day basis, say like texting or whatnot, usually when people make a typo it's hilarious and everyone laughs, but it just comes down to who you're talking to. Arkham, I'll try after the battle here. I gave him, you know, a couple people tipped him some treats, so you probably saw him in the background a couple times. I had to yell at him yesterday. He was back at the dresser back there licking it again. Trying to get, I think there's like 1 or 2 toys left in there. He doesn't know that they're actually in there, but he thinks that the drawer will open for him if he licks it. Pretty much the same here, Chuck. Unless you're a guy in our yard that he doesn't know. Levi is like very territorial of his yard. I feel bad. We have right across the street from us there's an elderly couple. They're very nice, and you know, Levi, he knows who they are. He's met them plenty of times. But whenever we're like in the front yard and the guy goes to get his mail, Levi, like, you know, looks at him, lifts his ears up, and like starts running at him. He's not gonna like attack him, but he looks very menacing. And he just barks a lot, but then he runs over to him and wiggles his tail like pet me. Because he finally realizes, like, hey, this guy, you know, he's our neighbor. He's not gonna steal Cody. That was a very bad choice, especially because should have figured he was gonna use heat. I'm better off. Granted, I wish I had my HP now. Running away here. Thanks for tipping Levi a biscuit, Uber. Which, hello, Carl Lover. I think that's it. Lord, I can't drive this match. Thanks for the subscription, Carl. I really wish I didn't push out into VK. I really want that HP. Yeah, we have a lot of tanks, which fortunately our guys are realizing that we shouldn't push the hill. I could have snuck a shot in there. Do I think he's using heat? And actually, let me try to... no. Not worth it. RE132. You did it, not me. This bat chat's coming out now, though. Be fine to do this. How to go down a very steep cliff. Wall ride it. Realize that you just cut off my shot. Nice, Graham. My favorite map? Honestly, I answered it last stream. I forget what I said, like Malinowka or something, but I don't know. I like anything that isn't Live Oaks or Highway. I'll just use that answer from now on. See how they like being up on that hill now. They're gonna have to come down to get me. If we put 3 on cap behind the rock, their heavies will be pretty much meaningless. Unless you get shot by a T-49. Currently, we still got 22 seconds. I honestly don't think anything is going to be able to get to us in that time period, as long as this T-54 doesn't get... Ah, shit, they're going to get on the cap, though. Very close. If he didn't get reset that second time, we would have been fine. There we go. We actually got capped. Awesome. Whew, that was close. I know, I hate... They are the only two, yes. I hate America. No. Sorry, Sergeant, I can't do a skirmish right now. I sent you, I don't think he's watching, but he asked the platoon today. I did send him an invite in the beginning. Very nice match though, guys. Glad we could eke out a, at least it was a cap win, but a win's a win. Object 140's up next here. Hello TKO, nice to see you. But really, the reason why I hate the American maps are, if you think about them, they're some of the only maps with just two main flanks, and the center is just a huge dead zone. Specifically Live Oaks, but even Highway is the same thing. It's just a gigantic field that you don't go through. They're some of the only maps with two flanks, and it just does not work for World of Tanks. It's like a big merry-go-round, and whatever team basically puts a lot of tanks on one flank and just bum rushes the other wins the map. So, or wins the match. Thanks, Deep Man. But when in doubt, cap. If I'm ever not in like a heavy tank or something I'm confident that can take on people, plop yourself on cap. You can still shoot off of the cap, so pushing out of the enemy cap, if they leave it wide open, you're basically removing one option for you to win. So T110E3, Carl, as far as my favorite tank. Let's see if hey, you got some. I'll throw him a little farther so you can see him as he vacuums up the biscuits. As I would say, the three of us, Graham had the hill, you pushed the other flank, and I kind of weaseled my way in the middle somehow. Yeah? Were they good? That's all you get for now. They actually looked like little graham crackers for a second. I don't think... There's not a toy in there. Don't blow air in it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up going to the hill. But they actually look like little graham crackers for a second. I'm like, maybe I'll eat one. I don't know about that though. Thank you very much, Kid Raw, for the subscription. Yeah, the Yag Tiger 8.8 is a good premium. A little hard at times if people throw heat at you, but it's still a good premium. I do not know who that is now, which I guess took my eyes off, and yay. Not that I want to get up there super quick anyway. Oh, did you just bring me a hedgehog? You're still not gonna get, you're not gonna get more treats for this. He is like, I don't know, 14 hedgehogs. See ya, Arkham. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good one. Honestly, if you're asking me who that person is, but I'm the person who doesn't know who Bill Murray is, so sorry if I alarmed anybody last stream with that. I know the name, but honestly I am extremely bad when it comes to celebrities and names and what they've done. Just, I never ever have paid attention to that. Like, I really like watching movies and shows, but I couldn't tell you who most actors are. Or say like musicians and stuff either. I listen to music, but I pretty much listen to anything. I don't care who sings it. Hello, Ajura75, nice to see you. Easier for me to go on this side now. Thank you very much, Felipe, for the subscription. Ooh, they stopped there. Cam's gonna take the shot. -7 makes sense for us to shoot just because got the lowest amount of HP out of their tier 10s up here. Nice. Even though I guess they have a light there too. I guess I'll take over being the meat shield now. RE50? I hate when people do that to me. Ah, crap. That's the downside of the 140. The turrets, sometimes they can get you through. Even though I guess he was using heat, so that wouldn't have mattered anyway. If it was AP though, that's one thing. The T-62A would be able to shrug off a couple AP shots. Alright, he's just about loaded. Granted, I could have thrown heat there the past couple shots and pinned him, but decided not to. Oh crap, this is gonna start going bad, so just thought I needed to finish him off, but guess not. Wanted to get the numbers better as far as in our favor, but luckily that all worked out. Which tier 10 medium's the best? Really, like I think the game's pretty well balanced. I don't think there's any best medium, say at tier 10. I'd say if you're going for your first one, I'd either recommend a 140 T62A, or I'd probably go with like the M48A1. Sometimes you can bait people into shooting you like that. Yeah, just throw a heat round at him. Do me. Pretty decent match though. Yeah, another quick, kind of easy win. Oh, I know, I haven't seen Joe Biden in probably at least 2 streams. But, I haven't seen him ever since, you know, I started saying like hi to him and calling him my arch nemesis. Haven't seen him after that. So, maybe it kind of jinxed it. Honestly though, not that I don't even know who the hell the username Joe Biden, who he is, like in the game. It's just a coincidence that I guess we play at the same times and play a lot of the same tiers. But I think honestly he's probably doing ranked battles. That's where a lot of people that play the game a lot right now are doing. So. Have I figured out who Bill Murray is? Yes. Honestly, I had an inkling who he was, but you know, I couldn't say like he was in any specific movie or whatnot. Hello, I forget what your name is. So since I can't read your name, but hello, I do remember you. Yeah, he changed his name to something else. Whew. Need to start now that the dog has moved a little bit. He wasn't letting me like suck my chair in close. Just gonna move up there. That way I can sit a little bit better. My Tylenol has worn off. Granted, it wore off during work. I took it at like 5 a.m. this morning. But, like I say, I try not to take anything unless I need to. That made complete sense, Chaffee. Yeah, let's turn right into the tank when you could have just went right. Hopefully that person does not have a driver's license. Yeah. Yosef, okay. Thanks, Lobobo and Yosef. I was about to say, it takes me a few times to remember names sometimes. I'm mainly going over here since we don't have that many people, but the armor on this isn't that bad. Let's say I just heard a jingle. I don't have. Thanks, Lobobo, for tipping Levi a biscuit. I was say I don't have that screen up on Fussbot right now, but it always pops up in my little chat over here. I'll tip him after this battle. He'll be very happy. Gets his little cheddar biscuits instead of his what are those other ones? I forget. The peanut butter biscuits. There we go. My name is Cody. Don't. Honestly, when people ask me how old I am, it takes me longer than it should for me to know how old I am. I always remember my name now. That says, anybody gonna shoot him? I got a few people. Nope. So I'd say the armor on this can work, but not when I have tanks like this shooting at me. Go figure though that I have a TD or a TD, the SU-8, specifically sitting behind me. Only spot he really can shoot is the hill. Not shooting the hill. Gonna roll the dice here and continue to kind of inch up. This is why mid-tiers at times can be a little bit more miss than hit. It's just, you know, people are still figuring the game out sometimes around this tier. Got one of them out. That was an arty shot, so I don't know that arty, but those what, Stripe 74s, they have a lot of gun depression, so definitely not fighting on my terms, unfortunately. He turned. I'm sure that was messy to clean up. That's, I don't know why I had to tip Levi after the match here. I would get myself into too much trouble putting a option in the chatbot shop. Tip Cody a Levi biscuit. Oh, I'd probably regret that because they are edible, you know. I'm a little terrified to eat one though. The game, you know, that's why I like World of Tanks, where I've played basically PvP games ever since, you know, they started becoming the norm, say on like consoles. That's where I first started playing them. World of Tanks is the first one to grab my attention for this long. Typically I'd play them for a few months and move on. You know, it does have a lot of depth to it, so it's not the easiest game to grasp. Anyone that thinks they master the game and are a super unicum and they're the best ever, nah. You can never basically complete World of Tanks or ever be the best at it, if that makes sense. Whereas some other games, you know, you can basically hit a point where you're extremely good and you know most of it. Say like a first-person shooter. It's not like you have different soldiers essentially to move around with. You just have different guns, and typically people just use one gun over and over. That's why, you know, it kind of gets boring. World of Tanks, you know, you have different tanks, different modules, guns, and yeah, you know what I mean. Not to offend you, John, but I would say your first medium out of the T62A or Object 140, I would still go T62A. Only because, you know, if you haven't hit a tier 10 yet, the T62A, the main difference currently, they are rebalancing them soon, so this is basically going to be null and void. Basically saying like 3 or 4 months they'll probably be changing them. not nerfing them, but differentiating them a little bit. But essentially right now the T-62A sacrifices 1 degree of gun depression. However, its turret front is basically immune to anything outside of just like premium yeah, I'm gonna die. I saw it was the E25, too late. The T-62A, you know, you can bounce a ton of shots on your turret front. However, the hull is a little bit weaker, but that doesn't matter that much. And you also have much better accuracy while moving around in the T-62A. So to me, that's the easier tank to play sometimes, just because you're able to bounce a few more shots instead of people just punching right through your turret front like the Object 140. But they're basically, currently, they're almost the same tank. A lot of people like the 140 better because of the gun depression. You know, I think they're on equal footing, but for someone just getting a tier 10, you'll have a little bit more leeway with the 62A. Not a bad match though. Glad we could get another easy win here. Alright, so why don't I hop into one more match here before I get to Artie. There's an N4. And then I'll get to SPG request, and then a 113 after that. Flip a coin for what? As far as the tanks? That could also help, yeah. Flip a coin to eat cat food. Ugh. I was gonna say, my brother, one of his friends growing up, he had a nickname where he used to like eating dog biscuits, like milk bones. It was weird. But yeah, this guy legitimately ate milk bones. It was awkward. That's funny, Victor. I might have to do that to Ryan. Levi tip. Sorry, I forgot about that. I do have an FCM, yes. Little doggy. You guys saw how quick that was. I think he really likes these little things. They're probably a little bit easier for him to chew, honestly, as well. See, that's why I'm glad, you know, they make dog food, cat food, treats and stuff human edible, because I feel like a lot of kids do that. I probably did it. I don't remember though. As I say, I always wanted to do to Ryan, you know, like put a little, the little poppy firecracker things underneath the toilet seat or something. I want to do that so bad. So I saw a video of someone doing like mustard packets or something the other day. My problem is I will inadvertently do something like that and not even mean to do it, and it happens and I get yelled at for it. Yeah, I'll take taking one shot. Hello, Jennifer. I'd like to think I'm decent, but I got myself in a very tricky spot here now. And to say, John, I would not follow me if I was you right now. I wasn't even sure that I wanted to come across there. I could try that. Ah, crap. Yeah, he threw heat at me, but yeah, I got myself too far out here. Mainly, I wanted to get out here to kind of bait shots and have them try to push on me and then take a lot of damage to get on me. But I don't think they're gonna do that. Crap, I missed my one little freebie there. I need to I'm trying to read the chat, but it's not sticking right now. Oh yeah, take that HE shell. Not moving his gun. Just shot. I was about to say, did he disconnect or something? I don't feel bad shooting heat right now because this tank at times needs a little bit of help at higher tier matches. To go into abort mode. Hope I don't kill myself here. Awesome. Gotten a little bit better at doing that over the years. I used to flip myself over. Now I usually can get down without damaging myself. I don't have an M46 now. I have an M48, but not an M46. I need a little bit of help. Fortunately, I don't think that we're gonna get this. Our team took an area of the map that is not always that useful. Tiger 2 should be able to help me though. Crap. Myself a little bit far up here. Yeah. I got a little bit lucky penning him. Right. Yeah, I didn't have enough time to try to... I was going to try to hit the brakes and have him go past me, but that wasn't going to work. Oh, well. Request what? The M48? I can fling it on here. But, yeah, I'm on the SPGs now. So, thanks for the battle, guys. Or battles. Yeah, you won't see me for a while, nice cuppa. If I do that, you probably would be true. Yeah, thanks for the fights, guys. On to... That's... Calling Levi Biscuits graham crackers. Yeah, thanks for the fights, Graham. Alright, so on to Artie here. Not the Super Sherman, but it was an alright match, but I like that tank, but he's like cuddled underneath my computer tower. Yeah, and when it's against tier 10s, even with premium rounds, your penetration's just a little bit lackluster. I personally don't say build them, no. Ian, honestly I wouldn't even have time to do them, but I've always wanted to. You're talking about models, like I do have Graham's E50 he sent me. It's right under where the subscribers show up on my screen here. Ah, nice. Well, hopefully I look good on the big screen. Some streams I'm not too sure. Like, luckily today after work I cleaned myself up, but there's some days where Levi has me stuck outside where I'm like dead after, you know, or dead before getting on a stream. You need like at least 20 minutes in a shower of burning hot water to get clean after working in a kitchen all day. Go with the what's been working with me so far of going to the strong flank in this, trying to get as close as possible to the enemy. That way I don't have to wait an hour for my shell to land. Take that, 55 damage. Get myself a little bit further up here. Yeah, I'd be more inclined to say get ones already done than actually build them myself. But it's mainly just comes down to a time thing. I'll take a risk and that completely missed there. Alright, now I pushed myself a little bit too far up to take him out. So let me take this one shot here. Back a little bit. They should be able to spot him, I hope, again. I have not hit any of these shots either. Oh god. Here we go. Or maybe I'm just not doing damage, but... yeah, I'm not doing any damage to the OI. It's not surprising. I need to try to hit him in the back section. So I always forget in this SPG to show them where I'm aiming. Nice, you're almost at a derp gun. That'll, honestly, the Type 5 is pretty fun with that gun. Oh lord. That was a terrible shot. Fear me, leopard. Not really. Don't think I'm gonna be able to get away. Yeah. Typical FE304 match. I got a couple good ones recently, but that's usually the gist of mine. Shooting, missing, doing no damage, and then dying. Which I think I missed, but thanks Jennifer for the subscription. Yeah, unfortunately, I was closer than I thought there, that match, but we didn't end up getting a win there. Alright, so next up is the T92, and then the M53, M55, and then back to non-SPGs. After the SPG requests here, I'll probably start mixing in some tanks I need to grind as well. Well, I say that for the Type 4 heavy, John, but I was saying the regular gun on the Type 5, it's probably better if you play ranked battles, just because you're always coming up against tier 10s, and the tanks in ranked, you're coming across a lot of like mouse, Type 5, stuff with armor, or on the flip side, mediums. But then a lot of times you're better off with the regular gun against them because you're just getting swarmed by them. So chucking one HE round potentially missing is not that good compared to the standard gun. But that's just in ranked. But essentially my thought right now, at least for how I have them set up, Type 4 I have the standard top gun, Type 5 I have the HE gun. But there's no, to me, both guns, like, the HE gun's a little bit too good, in my opinion, but at the same time, it's one of the few tanks to where you have two, at least at high tiers, two viable top guns. They both have different play styles, different strengths, different weaknesses. It feels weird. I just had like a little twinge or twitch in my back. Probably with how bad I just played the last match. I'd like to be able to hit D2, but I'm going over to this side. I typically like to set up over in this corner where the rest of my SPGs are, but yeah, you could switch back and forth, like Rich said. I might wanna, I'm gonna start moving back to the other side, to be honest. I'm gonna change my mind here. Where this guy ended up, but unfortunately I can't hit them. And I got myself stuck now. There's a Skoda in the center. Yeah. I should have set up over near that TVP. I don't think they'll, you know, beat us back towards the base here, but I just don't have as good of an angle as I'd like. Well, the marks don't, you know, kills don't matter as far as that. But right now, I believe until the next patch, the stun damage doesn't count towards marks of excellence, so that's having a odd effect, honestly, on them. Yeah, I really screwed up with setting up here. I should have went to the other side. And unfortunately, we don't have the center, so I can't get over there. What tank would you like, John, for the challenge? Object 140? I think he's not dead. I can't shoot now. I should have shot when I first had the chance, but oh, I screwed up so bad with positioning here. I honestly can't hit anybody in the 1-2 line. Gonna stun the Emil too, I guess. See you, Juan. Thanks for watching. Okay, to 140. I will do that next up here. Let's say I have done 0 damage as far as what I have seen me hit. Well, it's honestly a lot of people that take the game too seriously complain about that the derp gun's easy to use on the Type 5. I'm perfectly fine with it. Like, you just gotta go into it expecting, you know, they're always gonna get some damage on you. Oh yeah, 496 damage. But people are always gonna complain about something. I'd say the last challenge you did for that, John, I died in the first like 2 minutes, so You never know what you're gonna get out of me. Starting to get slightly better angles here, but still not as good as I'd like. Isn't a lot of HP, but if I can kill him, he's behind. Excuse me, the clock tower. See if this Emil 2 is. Nope, he moved. Crap, I'm not aimed in now. I'll hit him. Our guys up near their cap honestly need to do something, to be honest. They're taking their merry time and we don't have that. Honestly, even though the T-54 is near me, I don't really have a shot right now. I think I'm better off taking this WZ-111-14 out, because it'll free up my... Never mind. Object 2 or Object 704. Thank you for going there. Ah, no thank you. Crap, why are you leading right to me? Honestly, I can't point my gun down. Well, that just screwed up my aim. Yeah, I can't even shoot anything right now because I can't move. Yeah, I don't know why they're not trying to cap. Yeah, I just screwed that up. I'm screwing up so bad here. Yep, and I just missed that shot. Yep. This is me playing Artie and sucking in it. I feel bad for my team. Oh, you didn't have to shoot me, T-54. I was trying to help him, but oh well. It was fun, John. But honestly, our guys could have capped like 2 minutes ago, but that was bad as far as that's how you don't play. Which, thank you very much, Iron Tanker, for the tip. Sorry, I was a little bit late catching that. I was a little bit upset at my my Artie play there. Well, Carl, I was blaming myself there because I should have set up on the other side of the map. I would have been able to get a lot more shots, and honestly, we would have won the match if I had not pushed over to the left. I wasn't reading the map as well as I should have. So in the Object 140 here, since John purchased a challenge in the chatbot shop, I need to do 3,800 damage, assist damage, and block damage combined. So here we go. See you, Greenleaf. Thank you very much for watching. After this, I'm going to play the M53-55. Then I'm probably going to hop into a tank I'm grinding. Then I'll get to the rest of the requests. Hey, it still doesn't mean much. I can get frickin' clipped here by a Kronwagen. Or over half my HP taken out by a JPZ in one shot. Yeah, especially because I want to play this really aggressively because there's no Artie, but we just don't have the tanks over here to do that right now. Go figure, I just tracked that guy and didn't get any assist damage from that. Yeah, I'm gonna lose this challenge. That's whoopsie daisy, I'm all spun around too. Especially because I'm ammo racked, but yep. This is what I get for pushing a little bit too far out. Unless I can somehow, yeah, I can't pen his upper hull, unfortunately. Go. Even though I'm close to it right now, but I think I'm gonna die before I can, yeah, wiggle. Especially with an E50 throwing APCR at me. So, congratulations, John, you won another one. And thank you very much, team, for... I never get why people sit back here on both sides. Those spots don't do much, but... I was getting close to the challenge total, but yeah. Alright, I need to... go... But congrats, John. You won another one. So the M53, M55 here is up next. Yeah, that's how I play though. Honestly, with the mediums behind me, I thought they were gonna push up a little bit more, but... Hello, Jack, nice to see you. With the challenges, I'm not going to play them any differently than I normally would though, because most of them, not to say I could win every time, but I could just sit in the back of, say, in the 140 each match and just chuck heat out, but that wouldn't be fun. Alright, so after this tank, I'm going to start grinding some tanks. I'm probably going to go to like, maybe, you know, another 45 minutes to an hour. So I need to get some grinds in here finally. Yeah, it was a close one. It was closer than I thought it would be, honestly. Righty then. Like I have enough people over here to go on this side. Yeah, there's nobody going to the forest. I don't really have dreams like that, but I gotta imagine that would be a little frustrating. Honestly, I don't really dream at all. It's kind of odd, to be honest. That missed by a long shot. I did that after the challenge was over. Throwing all HE. Oh, which challenge was that? I don't know exactly which one you're talking about. This isn't good. I had to... Ryan's texting me, I gotta answer that after this battle here. Or during it. I am playing an SPG. I'm not exactly sure, John. That's something to where, like, currently, even like some days, I think Wednesdays she's typically here. It's just she's still for the summer working 2 jobs. We're completely opposite schedules, so yeah, I'm not sure. That's gonna be something to where that missed a lot too. I'll let you guys know if anything pops up though, as far as her wanting to hop on for a little bit. Honestly though, come I think in like 4 days, Crash Bandicoot, like the remaster, comes out, so she's probably gonna be glued to that, honestly. It's basically to get top experience on your team and the enemy team, something like that. do, I forget how many damage. It's, yeah, top experience and stun or immobilize for 2500 damage. So pretty much impossible unless you hit every single shot and people are actually shooting the stuff that you're shooting. Meanwhile, everyone's spreading the damage out, because if somebody, you know, does too much damage for you, you know, say tracking them, it's, you know, twofold to where that actually hurts you for getting that done. So you almost have to have like a perfect match and hope that your team sucks enough to where they can't do damage. Honestly, I think that they changed the SPG missions where they are easier, but the last one is the kicker, to where it's really difficult to actually complete. I actually do need to cut my hair. I don't think I'm going to stream it though, because it's not that long. Oh, the Tog 2? Was it that one? Take a shot to see if Artie's still there. He wasn't. That was a shot. You say that you moved to Europe for the European server? If that's the case, you are very dedicated. Yeah, I actually do need to cut my hair again, because in the summer I pretty much try to keep my hair as short as possible, because A, it gets greasy from working in the kitchen, even with a hat on, but it's just, you know, it's so freaking hot in the kitchen. But yeah, Crash Bandicoot, she's been waiting for that for a while. Yeah, and that comes out. She's gonna be playing that on PS4. She's really excited, because she used to play that. Her brother is a, what would you say, a quadriplegic? Kind of born that way. I wouldn't exactly say that's the best way to describe. He is born with a physical disability, but that was something to where they were able to play together. So there's a little bit of meaning to it. He's still around though. He lives near us. Sorry about that. Oh, I need to be focusing a little bit more here, because it is a close match. I just need to text her, because she only has a small little window before she gets off of a little break she has. Like she's gonna play World of Tanks again at some point once she gets a little less busy, but her problem is she likes playing games where the control scheme's basically like a directional pad, just left, right, up, down. So most PC games are like that, but it's adding in a mouse that kind of disorients her. Yeah, whatever. Gets her a little dizzy. She has problems even just say like riding in a car. Like she typically drives when we're in a car, because otherwise she'll get sick, and yeah, she gets dizzy a lot. Yo, you just need to hide, dude. Don't engage him. Run away. That's... Oh, God. Like, you literally just need to run away. I guess our 212 is not playing. Oh god, why? Can't hit him there. Down to one-shottable levels. That's not good. Just literally all you have to do is stay on the others and not do that. Oh my god. We still have 6 minutes. Why are you trying like he's reloading now? But it's like he wants to lose. He's loaded now. He definitely can shoot you. It'd be nice if the 212 was playing, but don't do it, dude. Don't. Like, why? Like, it's just cringeworthy that someone would... Like, are you that obsessed with trying to get more damage? Like... Honestly, I think he moved on this side. Thank God I guessed right and I shot the right side of the building. But like, screw that though, EZ132. That's what's wrong with the game sometimes, trying to eke out as much damage as you can and, you know, just play smart. Just sit there, let your arty work them down. Alright, so at least I got a win there, and honestly, I won, so... He's someone where I would put him on the blacklist just because he was being greedy. He probably wanted another kill or something, but yeah. Anyway, decent match, 3k damage. Honestly, yeah, I didn't even assist much, but top 3 experience. Alright, so I'm gonna do a grind, then I'm gonna get to the 113, so I'm gonna hop into the Trev 1030. So let me get a... I'm just gonna do one here. Yes, next patch Uber, there's a new tutorial coming out. It's gonna be much better, and the bots in it are actually gonna be a lot better as well, which is great because they're gonna... I have a feeling World of Tanks, they're gonna add in a PvE element, kind of like Armored Warfare, with historical battles, somewhat, I'd say within the next year from this time. To where, you know, there'd be, say, like five users against, I don't know, 15, 20, 25 bots essentially on the enemy team. Oh, I know, I'm sitting there too like, dude, just don't push out like that. Oh my god. Like, I was screaming in my head. I was acting as calm as I could here, but yeah. I wanted to reach through the computer screen and just take his tank and put it where I wanted it to. But I think that's why you guys watch me. I don't rage. Often. Sometimes I will. But even my raging's kind of like normal for some players. How much longer am I going? Looking at the time here, at least a half hour. Maybe a pinch more. Really, Ryan doesn't get home till past midnight. It's just I don't think I want to go too much past 10 p.m. my time, just because I really need to like lay down on something hard and not move because my back kind of hurts. Okay, they should be able to... I don't want to have to turn back around here, but I'm sorry, T-25 pilot. I don't know why these guys in the center could not help you. Yeah, this is what I'm afraid of, is now I'm not facing the way I need to face. Don't even have help against this bat chat, so setting up this way is really risky for me. It's just... Fortunately now I'm not even getting any damage on them, but yeah. I had an idea in my head, and it was gonna work until it got all screwed up. But that's how things go sometimes. I'm probably gonna die before I can get back into cover here. Yep. Well, that's what I get for pushing out in that tank like that, but that's also what I get for expecting. We had 4 tanks out in the field, and none of them were shooting that bat chat light. Felt bad for my T-25 pilot, tried to help him, and ultimately that got me killed. Honestly, I'm more annoyed at that for my play and also my teammates' play than I was against that WZ-132 there. So... But we actually just bought a brand new bed like 3 months ago. I got a purple mattress. Honestly, our bed before that was like ancient. It came from one of my brother's friends. It was comfy until we needed to start shoving plywood under it past couple years. But the mattress, you know, the purple mattress we have now, like last night Levi wasn't hogging the bed. He slept on his own bed, thank God. I was able to just sleep, you know, facing up, and I felt great waking up. But alright. Blow myself down here because I'm not going to make it before I get spotted. Oh, that's not good. I missed, but that's the one shot you're going to get out of me. I guess I'm going to have to go all the way back here because, yeah, we can't just have 2 TDs sit here. We're probably already going to lose our arty. See. Yeah, he spotted them. Yeah. Yeah, plywood under the mattress, our old one. But yeah, I've liked so far the purple mattress we bought. Granted, nothing could be worse than the bed we had before that. Yep. This is what we get for leaving that flank open, and you know, our medium, or not medium, our light tank platoon is having a blast, you know, pushing that flank with, you know, pretty much nothing on it that they can fight head on. Why am I gonna follow you? Like, I don't want to be over here, but just leaving nobody over here except for a JPZ is not a good idea. At the end of every stream I do a raffle. It just gives out Levi Biscuits, the 1 or 2 depending on the stream, lucky winners. Levi's doing better. Iron Tanker, thanks for asking. His spot doesn't look infected anymore. It's a little ugly because he, you know, kind of scratched it up, I guess, when it all unfolded. But yeah, he's doing better. Thanks for asking. Levi likes our new mattress now too because he can actually jump up on the bed. I want to honestly go somewhere else. Maybe I'll try to go up in D4. I think this tank can make it up. Some heavies can't, but I think this can do it. Yeah, we still need to take Levi. He needs to get groomed. We can't take him outside from like noon to like 6 p.m. right now. Summer. Granted, it's actually in the 70s here. It's kind of nice. Don't know what that guy just said, but must have been pretty bad to get timed out that quickly. Definitely don't need a heat round against him, but load it. Awesome. Right. I'll take a gamble here. Not too much of a gamble now that the T10 just got hit. Yep, and I just got whacked from the base. Oh well, I got myself too far out to where I needed to hug the rock a little bit more because I didn't want to get hit by that already. Oh well. Granted, at the same time, the rest of my team didn't even push up, but I shouldn't have went out as far as I did. Levi is 12. Yeah, that guy, whatever. Way moving along here, I got the FCM 50T up next. Hey, we won the Strev match. Awesome. That's not bad. $100 for a sleep number. That's much cheaper than, I think it was $1,000. Everything for the purple mattress. I'm sorry, Victor. I just saw that somebody won and then some of you guys, I don't know why, you just have the worst luck gambling with Levi here. Somebody actually on the Discord for the chat bot, Fussbot, people request like features for gambling to where they can modify individual users like chances to win. I think that's very evil, but the developer, it's easy enough for him to implement it to where, not for individual people, but he's gonna do something for like people that are sponsors or say subscribers and stuff. I don't think I'll do that though. Everyone has an equal chance, always will, even though it doesn't seem like it sometimes. Hello, Matthew Bridges. Nice to see you. Yeah, Levi, he acts like a puppy, but he is, he's up there in age. Your groupie status. See you, Daniel S. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good night. I say my team's actually pushing up behind me here. See if I can. I was gonna say, let's see if I can suck the IS-6 up, but I think he. Ooh, no, the KV-5 is gonna come up. That's actually not good for me. He's got a little more HP I have to chew through. Type 59 gets shot to his own defender. Alright, do you guys not see the tanks tanks over here? Yeah. I'm gonna get. Yeah. Granted, I'm throwing APCR at them, but I just saw that coming because we had people behind us and they all moved back. Like, at least like 2 people were up in the center here and they went backwards. I do not know why, how, what went through their heads, but we had the advantage there and we just gave them basically the area to where now they can push on us. Yeah. No words. Just this puts me in a very bad spot now because now I have low HP, but there's no spots for me to push out here because the turret front on this is so weak. Yeah, I can't push that way because I'll get shot. I can't push up on him. I'll get shot. It's just, yeah, the crappy situation for a lot of us now. It's kind of a staring match and hoping that we win it from the people that sat in the back and camped. I'm going to use my 1 HE shell because my first shot on any one of these guys I won't be able to pen the turret. I don't do it, defender. Don't go up there. Got player 3 in the ring here. Yeah, retreating's the new meta. When there's no arty, that seems to be the case sometimes, unfortunately. Alright, guys. Keep inching up and we got this. And we're all stuck in one spot now. Got no HE rounds. Yeah, this is all about to come crashing down. Meal 1, you need to get over here. Especially in a meal 1, he doesn't want to be wasting shots. But we still, yeah, we're starting to pull ahead now. Just once I got in here, because my team kind of sucked backwards, I can't go anywhere. I could jump off the waterfall. But FCM50T still is the preferential matchmaking, which helps, but at times it is difficult to use because you're very large with no armor. He's staring me down. I know I need a meat shield. Either damage crit or I bounce off of him. Don't know which one. Whoa, why are you slowing down, T-32? Don't know why, but he was definitely hitting the brakes. Don't want to ram him. Thank you, Flame, for the subscription. Honestly, some people are getting kind of close to the ranks. There's a couple meat shield ranks for the stream here. I don't want to spoil all of the ranks. I have ranks up to 350 hours currently, as far as watch time. Every 10 hours, there's new ranks up to currently 130 hours watch time. So every 10 hours, there's a new rank. After you get past the first like 10 or so, then it goes to intervals of 10. Alright match, but I could have done a lot more if my team had just kept the pressure on, because we had it. There's no arty. We had that area, but once you let the pressure off, it let them get back in the match, but fortunately we still won. So I have the M48 request up here. Then that's it for requests. I'm probably gonna not take any requests after this. I am going to solo the rest and just do a couple grinds. Yeah, I like when people play the defender on hilly areas. If he had just taken himself from the area in front of me, put himself more towards the center, they probably would have won that. Yeah, the old El Haloof in the FCM. I used to like the old El Haloof. I know it wasn't the most balanced thing, but I had fun in it. Alright, so I think my team's gonna have a spotter in the center. Where are you going, Sheridan? I don't want to sit in the center, but okay, the Sheridan's going to the center. I'll head over to the hill, but if no one was going to the center, I would do it. But we have enough spotters. Yeah, I've got some funny ranks in there. I had to keep thinking some up though, which is why if you guys think of any that you think would be appropriate, mention them on Discord and I'll try to fit them in. Pretty much anything tank related, stream related, you know. Right, we're still missing quite a few of their tanks. Hopefully too many don't pop up on the hill here. Might be a repeat of the T-34 85M match. Yeah, most of the ranks are just based solely off of hours watched. A few of them are coin based, but I don't have too many of them. I'm not that creative when it comes to naming things. Ooh, I might have missed a shot there. Unfortunately, I'm not taking any other requests tonight, Flame, but I guess since I think this is your first time watching, I might be able to do a T-49. I was gonna do all grinds after this, but I can do one more request. Usually the stream ends about an hour ago. He's a goner, but he spotted me, so I need to slink down here a little bit and hope Artie doesn't hit me. Well, I plan on making more coin ones. It's just right now I haven't made too many. Partly I'm not that creative, but the coin ones I have to manually assign right now. It's broken as far as the counter. It's supposed to be automatic, but it's not currently fixed. I don't want to make too many coin-based ones and have to manually do a lot of them. Good night, Graham. Hope you feel better. It's the clan logo. Oh, he got tracked. Lucky bastard. I would have hit him. He's definitely going. Oh god. Oh, going out there. Well, it's so easy to make fun of Serb if you've played the game since 2011. It's a little easy there. Yeah, the Artie, it's right where Artie, the shells just kind of get funneled into the V. I will say that the guys up in like C2 area aren't really doing much. Here we go. You didn't get tracked that time, Leo. I should just put my face as the clan logo and I will track every Artie shot. That would be a little creepy. Put Levi's face as the new clan logo. Ah, stop shooting me. We need him spotted, guys. Please. Pretty please. I do flame, yes. If you ever want to know what tanks I have, in the video description beneath the video here, there's a tank request list. It has every tank I can play on a stream. Yay. Feel bad I swapped over to Heat to deal with the VK, but part of the game. He's lucky I didn't do that earlier in the match, so. Alright. Do I think the people near their base are close enough? Yes, actually they are. There's quite a few of them that are close enough to shoot us here. I should still be throwing heat here. If I lose though, I'm not gonna kick myself over it. Against the E5 though, I don't feel bad throwing heat at him. But it would be nice though if that big blob on the other side of the map would actually do something. Like, they've literally been over there the entire match and just... Nope, just... bleh, just sitting there, not doing much. Annoying. Still want to spot a little bit, but... definitely not the safest route in the world if the C5 moves up. But it's a little bit quicker than going into the water down there. I was afraid of. Right there. Alright, I actually need to... get over this side. I'm not going to be able to get on the other side of the railroad tracks. Minister of Silly Hats. It's a good one. Remind me of that one in Discord. I think he just missed. E-shell. Easier said than done now. Pop over to HE after this one. Repositioning is very important. Fortunately, I chose the right place and right time to move. Still not out of the woods yet though, with how some people have been playing now. But the M48, really the only downsides are it's a little squishy and it's a little large for a medium, but otherwise it's pretty damn good. Oh, no. You're going on my blacklist because you camped the entire frickin' match and now you're pinging me for not being in the fight. Screw you, dude. That annoys me, which I actually need to swap back to APCR. What also annoys me is we can potentially lose here because those guys were all herky-jerky and pushing out there thinking we had everything wrapped up. Right. I don't even care if I get 6 kills. I'd rather just win at this point. I know the Israelis use them, yeah. I know that France wouldn't use them now. No, I really did want 6, but I don't care. No problem, Iron Tanker. Glad I could play it for you. But at least we got a win here. Would have been nice to get a Top Gun, but yeah. Mastery Badge First Class. High caliber. Screw that T-30 pinging me, basically saying I'm camping. Like, it was this guy down there. No. Yeah. Otherwise, decent match. Lost some credits because I threw some heat. So I'm going to do one last tank request here in the T-49. And then after that, I'm probably going to do just a couple matches in tanks I'm grinding. And then that's going to be it for the stream. I don't think I've had an April Fool's stream yet, Ian. I'm sure I could conjure up something now. Little dog. Whenever he hears me move, he just wakes up and he's like, treats? Thank you, King Biscuit, for subscribing to the channel. There's no arty, so there's not really much weight in me pushing south to spot the center down there. Which, thank you very much, Rick, for the tip. They don't really have too much around here. They still have 2 top tiers basically that they can put up here, and we don't have any. Yeah, you're not going to want to go up there. I'm actually going to start backtracking now. Yeah, we literally are not going to have any map positioning, but it's not my fault. I can't push up here. We don't have the south, don't have the north. My team is content with basically camping everywhere. And the E100 should stay in the base right now, because pushing out here is not a good decision for him. See if I can spot here. No. But basically I just don't want to push up here. I just want to stay around the area where I can potentially get some shots, but I don't want to stick my neck out too far. Problem is I can get spotted from a lot of different areas since we don't have the south or the north. Awesome, he got deleted. Hello, Gunner. Yes, I was waiting for you until I could end the stream. A little tricky, I'm pushing uphill now. Well, hopefully nothing hit your house, Zach. Now that we have an E100 though, I'll stick my neck out just a little bit. Kind of surprised though that they all ran away. Oh, well, at least I guess you can watch on your phone. It's always a plus to technology. At E50 just got unspotted. B. A little too far here. Oh god, he's throwing heat. Really? Like, really? So they have someone back in some bush over here for me not to have spotted them. My problem is, do I chance? He didn't spot me doing that. It's the better gun on the T49 and also the Sheridan. The other gun might seem better, but yeah, I don't think it is. Oh. A little bit stuck there. Fortunately, the bat chat got me. If I had used the other gun right now, honestly, I'd have 0 damage. I would not be surprised. Not that I have a ton of damage right now, but I would not have landed a shot unless I got really freaking lucky. The Iron Tanker, thank you very much for watching. I say their batch at 25T is a little chai sniper, but it's effective right now. Kind of leapfrogging my way back, but only so much I can run away from before it catches up to me. And I missed. That did not help. No, don't hit me. We're definitely not going to win this, but we can at least maybe eke out a little bit more damage here. We have like a minute chance of winning. Got his attention now, but the E50... That's still sitting back there. Pretty much in A9. That's where the bat chat is. I'll get to it, Rick. I can't do it during a battle. But I do appreciate the tip. 50 is coming around finally. And I'm dead. I tried my best though, but there's only so much you can do when you're fighting your team not wanting to move anywhere. But without Artie, it's important to get map control and stay in groups. Our team stayed in groups, but didn't do the map control part. Go. But yeah, not a ton of damage, but a little bit more experience from assist. But yeah, is what it is. Let me try to get another match into the Strev 103, since that's kind of my main grind now. I need what? Basically 100,000 experience even there to be able to finish that grind. So we'll see how long this match takes. This might be my last match here. Regardless, why don't I start a raffle now? Let it go for at least 5 minutes here. The winner will get, say, 500 Levi Biscuits. You just have to type !raffle once and you'll be entered. Beat you to it, nice cuppa. But yeah, this might be my last match. Ryan doesn't get home for a while still, but I'm beat from my back and work today, so you gotta tip the bartender. She's not currently here though. I'd say Ryan's my bartender even though I don't drink, and my baker, and I'm her cook. And her gardener. I have King Biscuit. I did them for the first week, reached rank 5. Honestly, I think they're pretty terrible. The balance, premium spam in them, it's just, to me, it's just more frustrating tier 10 only random battles. I don't care that they're dangling equipment at the end of a stick in front of me. I'm not going to play them if they're not fun. And I gave them I held out hope that once I reached the top rank that it would get better and they'd be a little bit more enjoyable to play. Wasn't the case, so I stopped playing them after the first week. Honestly, a what, 2.5% increase for like the ranked vents and stuff like that. It's not worth frustrating yourself for almost a month every single night or most nights. Like, nah. Basically like clan war campaigns all over again, and that made me quit clan wars. Flame, they're essentially the stream currency. If you go in the video description, there's a URL. It'll say Fussbot chatbot URL. If you hop over there, there's items that you can purchase with them. Essentially, you get them for watching. You get 1 per minute of watching, as long as you type in the chat once per hour. You also get some if you tip as well. Essentially 100 per dollar, but I'm like, I don't really want to sit here shooting at nothing. If I can move somewhere else. Hello, Mackenzie. Oh, awesome. He took him out. EGPZ. I was kind of content with just tracking him and annoying that guy. Hello, Andy. Which this is probably my last battle, guys. For anyone joining in, if you type, it does cost 25 Levi biscuits though, but if you subscribe, you get 100 right off the get-go. If you type !raffle, you'll be entered into a raffle to win some stream currency. A little bit late there. Current favorite tank, T110E3. Y has a very good gun depression. Frontal armor that's immune for the most part outside the lower plate to gold rounds, which get thrown around a lot. So it has very minor flaws as far as, you know, no turret, weak side armor, a little slow, but you can cover them up, and honestly it's a blast to play. Get in there. I'm not sure if I can actually hit him. I could have. Okay, got a Strev, which I'm probably just gonna dink off of him. Yeah. I stuck my neck out a little bit too far here. Ooh, I got set on fire, 7 HP. Yeah, I need to try to run away here. Nope. Unfortunately, that's going to be the end of the stream. Yeah. I definitely got myself in a little trouble for being impatient. I should have set up back here to where they weren't going to spot me. But I got a little bit too antsy. It happens though. Which congratulations, Flame. You won the raffle. It's 500 Levi biscuits, which I'll actually draw another winner as well. Or wait, crap, I screwed that up. Disregard that last one. There's not going to be another raffle going. I meant to hit draw another winner, but I don't have another 5 minutes just sitting around, guys. So, but thanks, thank you, Lobobo, for the tip. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. My next stream is going to be Wednesday, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope to see some of you guys there. Otherwise, my next nighttime stream is Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, have a good one. Levi is... he is still staring at me. Like, he is literally staring at me for biscuits. Yeah. I was trying to get him on the camera one last time. But thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you guys around. And thank you very much, Rick, for the end of the stream tip, as per usual. Have a good one, guys.